everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Toyin back again with another video, and this video is one that I am making by popular demand. Some of my subscribers have requested that I do book reviews on children's books, and whilst I'm not a parent myself, I sometimes come across books that I want to pick up from my godchildren, and I have got several. I'm a bit like Elton John in that regard. So sometimes I see books that I think, oh, that would be good for little Amaris, or that'd be good for little Max, or Jael might like this, or Ben might like this. So, you know, reeling off the names of all of them. So I thought, you know what? This is actually not a bad idea, because I do come across some things and also some book signings and stuff that I want to take the little ones to. So I thought I'd just come on here and talk about 5 books that caught my eye. Hopefully these are books that you want to pick up for your little ones as well. So here we go. So the first book that I'm going to talk about is a book called I Am Enough by Byers and Ketura Bobo, who's the illustrator. I hope I've pronounced that properly. I came across this book on Goodreads, and it's actually the Goodreads Choice 2018 winner for children's books. And I think these are children's books that are for kids under, you know, 13, that kind of age. So for the younger ones. And I just really like the idea of it. So basically it's described as a gorgeous lyrical ode to loving who you are, respecting others, and being kind to one another. It's got like a little black girl with a massive afro on the cover, and I just thought that was a wonderful way to show representation, especially amongst little ones. And I think it's really, really important that we have that in books. And I really like that, so I was drawn to that, and I thought that that might be good for any of the little ones, because I like the ethos of it, which is basically about self-love and self-care. And I think the earlier that we can teach that to little ones, the better. And the idea of respecting one another. I really, really like what this book is about. And it also got a 4.2, let's round it off, on Goodreads. And it was the winner. I mean, over 25,000 people voted this book as being like the best children's book that was published in 2018. So that's I Am Enough by Byers and Ketura Bobo. I think that's a fabulous name. So that's definitely one to look out for. So sticking with the theme of female empowerment, or girl power, as you will, the second book that I will recommend is She Persisted by Chelsea Clinton. And it was illustrated by Alexandra Boiger, or Boiger. Forgive me for not getting the pronunciation right. But it's basically, it's actually the sequel to the original book, which was She Persisted. So She Persisted around the world, 13 women who changed history. Women around the world have long dreamed big, even when they've been told their dreams didn't matter. They've spoken out, risen up, and fought for what's right, even when they've been told to be quiet. Whether in science, the arts, sports, or activism, women and girls throughout history have been determined to break barriers and change the status quo. They haven't let anyone get in their way and have helped us better understand our world and what's possible. I like the idea that this is a global view of 13 great women and their accomplishments in our global history, so to speak. So I would definitely recommend that for young boys and girls, because it kind of shows the importance of women in our society, and I just really like that. Also, if you're interested, you can go and read the first one, which is She Persisted. But She Persisted focuses on American history, while She Persisted around the world is a global view. So the next book I will recommend is How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell. Now, this is a series, and I believe there are 12 books in the series. So I think this is a really nice way to introduce your children to a series. And you know, if you're kind of stuck for ideas, I think it's quite a good one, because you can start at number one, book one, and work your way up to book 12 or 13, however many they are. Also, there are the movies of How to Train Your Dragon, but you know, this book, my goddaughter Jael was reading How to Train Your Dragon, one of them, with her school, and also didn't want to watch the movie because she was really, really into the book, and she wasn't, you know, so she just was really into it. So I thought actually this one might be more of Jael's recommendation than mine, but I think they're really good books. So it's described as the hilarious exploits of Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III, a smallish Viking with the longish name. Can he become the hero everyone expects him to be? So I have seen the How to Train Your Dragon movie, and from what I can remember is basically like Hiccup has some kind of disability. I think he's got one leg or something, and he ends up meeting or discovering this very rare dragon that he befriends, because the dragon was injured, and then he tries to make like a what they call it, like a splint or something for the wing of the dragon. And so basically both of them are overcoming their disabilities together. And then in the land in where he lives, dragons are not really liked. They're seen as something to be afraid of, and he has to convince his people to embrace this dragon and all dragons in the realm. I really enjoyed the movie, and I'm advised by Jael that the books are even better, and the stories are an adventure, and you get to know other characters that were in the movie. They kind of take a bit more of a prominent role in each book. So that's How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell. And staying on the theme of Cressida Cowell, I came across her latest series because I was going through Waterstones, and she was doing a book signing, or she was due to do a book signing at Waterstones, and it was like this really big deal, and the queue was massive. And that is the next series, called The Wizard of Once. Now this is right up my street, and I think that young children will enjoy it as well. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about the plot of The Wizard of Once, and then you can see what you think. So, once there was magic, and magic lived in the dark forest until warriors came. Zar is a wizard boy who has no magic and will do anything to get it. Wish is a warrior girl, but she owns a banned magical object, and she will do anything to conceal it. In this whirlwind adventure, Zara and Wish must forget their differences if they're going to make it to the dungeons at Warrior Fort. Now, apparently, I was speaking to the lady at Waterstones, and she was like, all the children love this book, that every single child that has read it is absolutely in love with it. So I think that, don't just take my word for it, I think that this is something that, like, you know, children, but I think maybe slightly older children, you know, I would think maybe 6, 7, 8 and up would kind of appreciate this book more. But actually maybe not so, because Jael really loves How to Train a Dragon. So I'm going to introduce her to The Wizard of Once and let you guys know what she thinks of it. But I would definitely recommend these books as well. And I think Cressida Cowell has a real gift of writing in a way that children are transported into a different world, but not in a way that is scary, even though she talks about or tackles themes that could potentially be dark. I don't think that her books are scary. So yeah, so that's The Wizard of Once by Cressida Cowell. I think that's like the 50th time I've said it. So I hope you guys find that somewhat helpful. As I said, I don't have any kids myself, so I'm going on the basis of what the children in my life that I'm surrounded with, what I think they would enjoy, and what they've told me that they enjoy. And hopefully you'll introduce these books to your kids. Let me know what they think. Please leave your comments down below. Do they like them? Do they not? Do you have any books recommendations for children that you think, you know, I should read into myself or get my godchildren to read, and give give you some feedback. And also, is this the kind of content, would you like to see more videos like this? Maybe I'll ask the parents if I can interview the children, and then you could get their first-hand opinions and views on what they think of the books and if they like them and so on and so forth. So please let me know in the comments down below what you think. I'm interested to chat to you guys. And as per usual, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And until next time, bye.